And we're back. All right, this time around, we're going to do some examples of actually calculating the discriminant to see how many solutions our quadratic equation actually has. So if we go to Alex, we'll be able to use our discriminant here. I actually don't want to open it up. I want to preview it. And in our preview, I'll be able to start it. And in this problem, it says exactly to compute the value of the discriminant and give the number of real solutions of the quadratic equation for the discriminant. Now, it's my first time using this pen, so let me see if I can make this work. Remember, to find a discriminant, we're just really using the quadratic formula, right? And in fact, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to erase this. At least I think I am. Okay, maybe not. Scratch it out. How about that? The discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. All right, so I'm going to actually calculate that, but in order to do that, I need a, b, and c. So over here, I'm going to say a, b, c. And remember, the a, b, and the c all come from the standard form of this quadratic formula. A, -3, b, -1, and c, -6. So I'm going to use that to plug this in and find my discriminant. Okay. So whatever b is going to be squared minus 4 times whatever, it's bad, whatever a is times whatever c is. All right. So if I look at this, then b is -1. Let me plug it in here. A is -3. And then c is -6. Notice over here, I don't have a calculator, which implies that Alex doesn't really want you to use a calculator for this. I don't think you need to. Now let's go bit by bit here. Let me look at this and do a different color. -1 squared is just 1. When I'm done with that, I kind of cover it up. That's one thing. Now look at this thing. I have -4 times -3, which is a positive 12. And then a positive 12 times -6 is -72. So from all of this, I get a -72. When I'm done with this, I go ahead and simplify that a little bit. 1 minus 72 is -71. So the value of my discriminant, sorry about that. The value of the discriminant we found is -71. That tells me that the number of real solutions, if you remember from what we talked about before, we can always figure out how many solutions there are based on what the value of the discriminant is. I got it back, good. We said that if the discriminant is, I'm just going to use a d. If the d is greater than 0, then we're going to have 2 reals. If d is less than 0, we'll have none. And if d is equal to 0, then we'll have 1. So since our d is negative, then the number of real solutions we should have is 0. We can check that and see what it looks like, and we're good. All right, I want to continue. Let's see if I can finally get this eraser to work. So there it is. Okay, there we go. Not exactly sure why that one X is just so aggressive, but all right. Now in this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just trying to see if I can calculate the value of the discriminant, and then from that decide how many real solutions we have. All right. So if I look at that, sorry, give me another moment here. I can figure out that what A, B, and C are and plug it into the discriminant. All right. So looks like A is 7, B is -7, and C is 4. So given that, I just need to calculate the discriminant. I know that B squared minus 4AC should give me what I need. B is -7, so I'm going to have -7 squared minus 4 times A times C. A is 7, C is 4. All right, let's do some math on this. -7 squared is 49. And then if I cover this up, or if I separate it, I see that this right here will give me whatever 16 times 7 is. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. So let me just write it over here. 16 times 7. I'm sorry. If you didn't catch that, I did 4 times 4, which is 16 times 7. Or you can do 4 times 7, which is 28 times 4. Either way, you'll get the same thing. That's going to give me a 2, carry the 4. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. So it's going to give me a -1, 1, 2. All right. Given that, I'm going to see what's going on in here. We have -112 and we have a +49. So in reality, I'm just going to subtract the 49 from here. All right. So that's going to give me a 3 and a 6. And it's going to be a negative number here. So -63. -63. All right. Now, if you didn't really follow how I did that, just do it your way. I'm just really going through and simplifying that. I know you know how to do it. I just wanted to do it on the screen here. All right. Given that said, I have a discriminant of -63. And if I have a negative discriminant, that means that I have 0 real solutions. Let me check that. We're good. And we're done.